Whether you like them or not, MMORPGs have a huge following amongst the gaming scene and they are here to stay. So here is your top 10 list of MMORPGs for 2014. Number 10. World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor.
War. It is the lifeblood of this world.
This might not be a full-fledged stand-alone MMO, but being an expansion to the MMORPG that had such a stellar success at its time means that it deserves a spot on the list. World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor will finally bring the long-asked-for updated visuals for the classic races, along with a new level cap of 100, refined questing system and the opportunity to build your own fortress. All of this and more should hit the stores in fall 2014.
Ours is a legacy of conquest.
Number 9. Star Citizen. Okay, strictly speaking, this one might not classify as an MMORPG, since it features an offline single-player mode, but it features enough MMO elements to be called one in my opinion. Star Citizen will consist of two main components: first-person space combat and trading in a massively multiplayer persistent universe, and customizable private servers known as Star Citizens, and a branching single-player drop-in and co-op multiplayer campaign known as Squadron 42. Being a crowdfunded game, this one needs all the love it can get. Number 8. Lineage Eternal. Being a next installment in the Lineage series, this one should find its following without problems. Lineage Eternal seeks to incorporate a drag system into the game. The system lets the player to use his abilities by making gestures with his mouse, and should be an interesting mix with the fast-paced hack-and-slash combat system, part of which will also be the opportunity to lead your own armies into a massive siege battle. Number 7. EverQuest Next. The EverQuest series is quite popular, but despite bearing the title, this game is not a direct sequel or prequel to any of the previous ones. Instead, EverQuest Next will try to present a parallel universe in which some encounters may be familiar but others might not. Combining the 4-light engine from PlanetSide 2 with a more classical EverQuest gameplay could make this one something to look out for. Although the game is still in its alpha stages, it should release by the end of 2014. Number 6. Bless. While Blast might not have a lot of hype behind it, it does look quite promising. Being the first MMORPG to use the Unreal Engine free landscaping tools could result in some pretty unique scenery, which will act as a nice background to the medieval family feuds that the story revolves around. Just using the engine itself means that we might be here in for a treat in the visual department. Number 5. Wildstar.
Legend tells of the mysterious planet Nexus, once inhabited by the hyper-advanced Elden, who disappeared from the galaxy long ago. Where is this lost world? What mysteries and wonders will be found there? And does it conceal ancient technologies and forbidden magic of awesome, unimaginable power? Guess what? You're gonna find out, Cupcake. Nexus has just been discovered, and things are about to get real. Welcome to Wildstar.
This is a bit of an odd one. It's not often you see Ratchet & Clank-like cartoon made into an MMORPG. Apart from its unique art style, Wildstar promises to deliver new interesting and exciting combat mechanics and a scenario-generating system that serves to provide a feel of novelty to each scenario, making the replay value of the game quite high. On top of that, the game allows the player to make his own decisions to steer the narrative the way he wants. Number 4. Black Desert. Do you like sandbox games? If your answer was yes, then you are definitely in for a treat with Black Desert. This one focuses mostly around sandbox gameplay elements along with PvE and PvP. Being set in a country torn apart by war, the player can craft his own story and go on a user-created adventure. Interestingly enough, Black Desert has 8 player classes, but none of them serves as a healer. We'll just have to wait and see how that one turns out. Number 3. Monster Hunter Online. Monster Hunter, a well-established name amongst fans of Eastern games. Cut tails, sever heads and manicure claws. That's what it's all about, and it works. This MMORPG does not yet have a set release date, but a release date of 2014 seems to be very likely based on the beta progress. Number 2. Blade and Soul. Martial arts and open world. That is Blade and Soul in a nutshell. Fighting in a third-person camera, the players will be required to chain combos to defeat their foes, much like in many fighting games. With an advanced customization system that has also been used to create all the NPCs in the game will for sure let you create just the character you want to be. Number 1. Elder Scrolls Online.
A new dawn is upon us. Never have our choices weighed more heavily. To stand alone, or to fight side by side.
The Elder Scrolls series is one of the biggest and most successful ones in the RPG genre. Fans of the series have been asking for a multiplayer mode for years, and here it is finally in a form of an MMORPG. Set hundreds of years before the events of the previous games gives the creators a chance to create a good story built on a vast lore that has been well established throughout the series. This will give the players some sense of familiarity in the world ravaged by Daedra, demonic creatures trying to take over the human world under the leadership of Molag Bal. The combat will feature a first-person view that the fans of the original series know and love.